Hello and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're gonna do a deep dive into the relationship between Viktor Orbán, the Prime Minister of Hungary, and between Donald Trump, the President of the United States. And the way we're gonna do this reading, that on the left side this Hungarian card is representing how Viktor Orbán sees this relationship. On the right side, these cards are representing Donald Trump's feelings about and views about the relationship. The top row is the current situation. This is showing the opportunities, the hinderings, and the future outcome of this relationship between these two leaders. Obviously, I'm going to do a Hungarian version of this reading as well, so that's going to be uploaded separately. But let's dive into it. We're going to start with Viktor Orbán. So the first card we have here for him is the Empress, which is a card of nurturing, the card of future plans, certain things that come into our life and brings us long-term stability, long-term abundance. But also, I think this kind of represents that he sees this relationship, that this opens paths for him for the future, that is able to provide long-term happiness, long-term prosperity, and long-term strategy as well. So I think he's definitely looking at it from a future perspective, and I think he sees this relationship as something that is very nurturing, very caring, and I think it's a very important relationship for him. And he sees it very positively because the Empress is a very, very positive card, pretty much from every angle in our life. The next card from his side is the Six of Wands, which is a card of success, it is a card of victory, and it is also a card of being in the center of attention. So I think there's a couple of things that comes to me from this. So I think he's looking at it that, okay, this relationship is something that can help him to succeed. This relationship is something that can help him to be in the center of attention as well. So if you look at the campaign of Donald Trump, he mentioned Viktor Orbán continuously over and over again, how he's been supporting him, Donald Trump. So I think that definitely put him, Orban, into the international roadmap as well. So I think that's why he's looking at it as something that shows him success and a path to success, and brings him to the center of attention, because the Six of Wands is all about success, victory, and being in the center of attention. Now, we also have here two cards for the last spot for him, the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card of evaluation and contemplation. Is like, will this bring the results that I want? Generally, it shows that you put a lot of effort into something and you're kind of wondering, will it bring the results? So from that perspective, I think Orban definitely put a lot of effort into this relationship, and he's also wondering, will this relationship bring the results that I'm hoping? But he has the Ten of Cups, which indicates perfect happiness, perfect alignment, when things are working out as you want. So I think whatever he is hoping, whatever he wants, I think he's going to be able to accomplish. At the bottom of the deck from his pile, he has the Five of Pentacles, which can indicate doubts, doubting a certain aspect, or feeling that, okay, he hasn't done enough, or somebody who's not enough, can be connected to financial challenges as well. So maybe he's having some financial challenges, and maybe he's expecting the resources come from this relationship, because the Empress is also has all these resources. So there's definitely all of those angles here. But let's see what is Donald Trump's side is telling us. The first card we have here for him is the Two of Cups, which is a card of great partnership. Kind of like if it was a love reading, I would say soulmate connection, but obviously this is not a love reading. So all in all, it's a very mutually beneficial relationship. Both parties are equally benefiting from it, and they kind of see things similarly. They kind of see eye to eye. That's what kind of comes to me as I'm kind of looking at this imagery as well. So I think he sees the potential in this partnership, and I think they're ready and willing to help each other. The next card from the Trump side is the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is somebody who's very reliable, conservative as well. So I think for him probably the conservative approach and the reliability is very important. But also this card is all about long-term stability, long-term prosperity. So I think he's looking at it that how his relationship is able to help him to achieve whatever he wants on a long term, and help him to rule on the long term as well. Because you have here somebody who is very rich, somebody who is there for the long run. So he's definitely looking at how this relationship can help him and benefit him on to achieve his long-term success. Now you also have here the Three of Cups, which is a card of celebration, joy, and get-togethers. So I think he's definitely, and community as well. So I think what I can kind of see here is there's definitely a strong connection of seeing things similarly and seeing eye to eye, and happiness as well, and come together. At the bottom of his deck, we do have the Knight of Wands. Somebody who is very impulsive, somebody who wants to kind of get things done as fast as possible, but also a card indicating that, somebody can be way more successful than you think. So I think there's some impulsivity issues in the shadows. But let's see the current state of this relationship. The first card in the reading is the Temperance, which indicates slow progress of some sort, when they need to kind of take a step back. They shouldn't get into any kind of extremes, and be patient with each other, because this card is saying that the relationship has everything what they need in order to achieve whatever they want, but they shouldn't rush into anything. So there's some kind of a slow moving energy here, where things are evolving very slowly these days, but it doesn't mean that things are not moving forward. They're just taking one step at a time. The next card in the reading is the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups can bring some kind of a news, some kind of a surprise, element of surprise. So maybe there's something that there's a news that caused a surprise between the two of them. Because, this is kind of like connected to the dreams, aspirations, things are happening that you're not expecting. So there's some kind of an element of surprise here that may be telling them to slow down a bit, because you have here the Temperance. The next card in the current situation is the Seven of Wands, which is the card of protection. And I kind of had this feeling even with the Temperance, some kind of a protection. Maybe they're trying to protect the relationship, maybe they're trying to protect each other from something, because the Seven of Wands is all about being attacked, and you have to kind of stand up for yourself, stand up for the values you have, stand up for your point of view, stand up for the state of the relationship, or whatever it is. What's really important is that outside parties are trying to influence and attack the relationship from every angle, but I don't think they can, because the Seven of Wands is somebody who is ready for it, somebody who is able to see whatever's kind of happening and win over those attacks. So I think there's definitely some attacks in terms of the relationship when it comes to Orban and Trump. Now let's see the next row, which is indicating the opportunities. So very interesting to see the Six of Wands returning here, which is all about winning, success, being in the center of attention. So I think what I'm kind of reading here is, I think the opportunity is here that they're able to help each other to win. I don't know how much the relationship between the two of them helped him. I think Trump definitely used whatever Orban said about him in terms of putting his agenda across. But also, I think it helps them to be in the center of attention. So I think there's definitely that aspect in terms of the opportunities. Now the next opportunity is again another victory card. So there's a lot of kind of feel of victory, because the Six of Wands is a card of victory and success, but also the Chariot is all about success, victory, moving forward, charging forward, and leaving the challenges in the past. I think the opportunities are here definitely to help each other to succeed, to be victorious, and also moving forward and leaving challenges behind. The other opportunity lies in the justice. So justice is all about being fair. Just can signify the justice system, bringing laws or creating laws that are kind of maybe mirroring each other. Because again, this is a card of balance, harmony, and again the justice system. So there might be here some kind of approaching the justice system similarly as one country was doing. So for example, I've seen a lot of reports where Hungary was used in the US as an example. So I'm not sure if Trump is kind of seeing that as an opportunity to do some of the moves that Orban was doing in Hungary. But all in all, you can kind of see that there's some harmony here in terms of for the opportunities. Again, also balancing things, because the Chariot is all about not just victory and success and moving forward, but also it is a card of control. And that fine-tuning of control, how much you are controlling things and how much you are letting things go as well. And that's kind of the center of attention here with the Chariot, that fine balance of controlling things and letting things go. Now obviously, like normally it comes from the universe, but I think it's more around how can you play that fine-tuned balance, which is the justice, the harmony that helps you to win, but you're also controlling things and letting certain things by. So I think that's kind of the opportunity here is to kind of learn from each other. Because again, like you have these recurring themes of the Six of Wands, which is all about winning success. Now let's see the hindering factors. So the first card we have here is the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups, it can be a leader, somebody who is emotionally driven, somebody who is looking at their feelings, emotions, and that's what they're driven by. So I think what's a hindering factor here is that some of them might be maybe too driven by their emotions, or not necessarily taking into considerations other people's emotions, because the Queen of Cups is somebody who's paying attention to their emotions and other people's. And when it comes into a hindering factor, they might not be watching the pulse of other people or people around them, or how the general public is kind of looking at things. The next card of the reading is the Three of Pentacles, which is very interesting because this is a card of collaboration. This is a card of building new foundations as well, and acknowledgement and hard work. So there might, when it comes to in the hindering factor, maybe there's not enough collaboration among the two of them. I think there might be more opportunities there that they can do, but there's definitely some challenges there when it comes to actually collaborating with each other. The next card is the Two of Swords. which shows indecisiveness. So I think just going back and forth between options and not being decisive might be also one of those factors that are hindering this relationship. Now, I'm not sure, or maybe the other element of this card is maybe a steel stand, or some kind of a conflict where you're kind of not having enough communication. But there's something here that's making them hesitate, because there's some kind of a hesitation feeling with the two of swords, or seeing things just one way or the other, as opposed to looking into third options. Now let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading in terms of how their relationship will evolve. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's definitely an indication that you enjoyed this reading. And you also help me to grow the channel to make sure that others can see it as well. But also, I want to encourage you to check out my other readings. I have many readings in terms of countries, politics as well. And you should also check out my regular readings in terms of money, career, finance, love, relationship, based on your sign. You might be able to find them useful as well. I try to focus on the meanings of the cards in every of my reading. But let's continue in terms of the future outcome of the relationship. We have here the Queen of Wands. So this is also a card of leadership, because all of the court cards, the Queen and the Kings, signify some kind of a leader or a leadership. What we need to know about this Queen, that she is all about getting whatever she wants, and she is able to get everything, because she's approaching things positively, but also she just doesn't care what other people are thinking. And when I'm kind of thinking about that I think they're going to be able to achieve whatever they want, in spite of the fact that people will not like it. And whether you like it or not, this is the meaning of the card. I think this is somebody that gets everything they want. It's a very managerial feel whenever it comes to the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is not like the Queen of Cups, who's paying attention to the feelings and emotions. The Queen of Wands get things done because that's what makes sense, or that's what they want, rather say, because she just gets whatever she wants, and I think that just indicates that they will be able to achieve whatever they want, and not necessarily pay attention to what others might be thinking. Now we also have here another recurring theme with the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is a card of a great partnership, a great collaboration. So I think they'll be able to continue whatever they have here. They will be able to balance it, because this is a very balanced relationship where both parties are equally benefiting from it. So I think that's going to continue. You can kind of see it's a recurring theme. And we also have here the Four of Wands, which is a card of 1111, a card of strong foundation. So I think this relationship has a very, very strong foundation, because that's what the Four of Wands is all about: achieving milestones, achieving celebrations. So I think they're going to be able to achieve something, they're going to be able to celebrate something. And it is also a card of 1111, indicating that new doors are opening for them. So I think there's going to be some new doors that will open up from this relationship. I'm not sure if that's going to be for the US, I'm not sure if it's going to be for Hungary, but there's something that's going to open up new opportunities. Definitely let me know what you think, what that is. And let's see at the bottom of this deck. We have here the Nine of Cups, which is a card of enjoying life and wish fulfillment. So I think this kind of indicates some kind of a success, and that's what the meaning of the card is. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.